Hi everybody, this video is sponsored by contribution from Anonymous, and this is a follow-up to another narcissistic family will disaster. Hi Ollie, your first video regarding my letter to you has completely released me from feeling guilty about my flying monkey brother. And when you said fuck him and explained that he could have stood up and called bullshit on my Narcissist and brother's actions instead of going along with it. So thank you for that. The follow-up is that since I no longer care about hurting him, I was able to contact a probate attorney and ask for some free advice. It appears that my siblings decided that they would only tell their attorney about $11,000 in a bank account and said that that was the extent of mom's estate. I happen to know that is not true because the inheritance my children passed on to me was just under $20,000 and there are 5 heirs. They never filed anything with probate, never had the executor approved through probate, never had mom's will validated through probate. In the state where mom lived when she died, anything over $50,000 must go through probate. My attorney did a little digging to find that they never started the process and also found that there is an outstanding medical bill sitting in probate waiting for the process to pay them. I can, as one of their heirs, start that process, but it'll cost me over $3,000 in attorney and filing fees. And I say, fuck it. Do it. Because that $3,000 is going to be less money that they're getting. Because I'm sure whatever was sitting there, they are spending through as quickly as they can before they have to pay any other medical bills. So they're probably might be getting to the point, let's spend all the money. That way there's nothing to pay the medical bills. What are they going to do? Start the process, make it as difficult for them as possible. If you have the ability to do it, I would. You know what? I might not be getting that money, but you aren't either. And if that means I got to pay more money so you don't get any, if I had the opportunity to do it, shit, yeah, in a probate court, and well, this isn't about you trying to get money out of them. All you're doing is starting a probate process to settle the will. So who's that really going to screw? Because they're going to figure out a way to screw you either way. You know that. It would be worth it to me, but that's a decision for you to make. I really want to hold their feet to the fire and force them to deal with the consequences of their belief that they know better than any lawyer or court, and they can skirt the laws as they see fit. Exactly. It's exactly what I'm trying to say. One of the responsibilities of the executor is to execute the will as written and not to make his own decisions about how to divide the proceeds of her estate. My attorney says they will likely declare my narc brother not eligible to be executor based on his failure to file with probate in a timely manner and his failure to provide the required information to the courts and to each of the heirs during the process. If the attorney says I can request that the estate pay my attorney fees to do the filing in probate, then I will do it, just to make them have to explain where the $100,000 came from that they split up from the estate. When they sent money to my kids, they said this is the inheritance from grandma, and we don't think your mom deserves to have it. So we are sending you each half of her share. They also said they could do what they wanted with it because there are no lawyers involved. Interesting concept considering what the laws require them to do. And this is how my father was able to get over on destroying Virginia's will. Nobody was there to file against it. My Aunt Ginny threatened this woman Georgine, who my grandmother tried to basically leave everything to, who was a snake herself, trying just to get a house from and frightened her away. But my grandmother had gone to a whole new lawyer, got a whole new will written up, which my father destroyed. Got his hands on the original copy when we had her committed, and destroyed it and used the old will, which he had the original and the stamp on. After I sent a certified letter to my brothers formally requesting a copy of the death certificate, the will, the financial reports, and the proposed distribution, which will all be required for the probate court, I got a letter from my brother saying the estate was worth $11,000 after they add up the $13,500 that I stole from the estate, which did not happen. That I owed something like $8,000 or $9,000, which I could divide up and send to the siblings. This will not happen. I am well aware that this letter is another attempt to intimidate me into just being quiet and stay in my corner. He did include a copy of the will and the death certificate as requested, but the financial reports consisted of a printout of the bank account transactions on the account that they did tell their attorney about, and only transactions for approximately a month after Mom died. In the letter, their explanation of what I owe to the estate is what they are calling the proposed distribution. So far, I am ignoring the letter until I let it process through my head and I talk to an attorney next week. I am so tempted to send a message to my brother that I have my share of the estate and that probate will want to know where that came from. But I am not showing them that set of cards right now. Exactly. Do not tell him anything you have. Let him keep writing letters, okay, because those letters are all admissible. Where is his facts? Where is his figures? Where is his proof of anything that you owe? This guy is just going to bury himself. He's going to bury himself because he's an idiot. If you remember from the first letter I sent, they accused me of stealing this money a week or so before my dad died and actually had the police show up the day my dad died to interview my husband and I about this alleged theft. I'm sure they were thinking the cops would slap handcuffs on us and haul us away. But after they did their investigating, they concluded it was all fabricated out of jealousy or whatever between the siblings. Get the police report from that. Get the police report to show the probate court what they're dealing with. And don't you accuse your brother of it. Just let an attorney handle it. Don't you say anything. Just take his correspondence and save it. I'm in the process of obtaining a copy of the police files on that investigation. I'm just waiting for them to call me to tell me they are ready for me to pick up. But obviously my narc brother and sister are still hanging on, making me pay for the invented theft. Me having a copy of the police reports will give me the confidence to tell them to blow it out their asses. Again, thank you so much for what you do and for finally helping me see that my flying monkey brother does not deserve any pity or compassion I might have left for him. You got him by the balls. If you don't respond to your brother directly, other than I need this information, I need that information, but I would suggest you let an attorney do it from here. Anyway, he's going to bury himself. What you're seeing is you got the narcissist by the balls, and he knows it. He knows it. However long it's been since your mother died, he sent you the first month after she died, so that's however many months of fuckery that they have been trying to pull. They're going to have to explain where the money they gave your children came from, first and foremost. They're going to have to explain whether they put it in writing or told both of your children that they were cutting you out because they felt you didn't deserve it. They can't do that. You got to realize when you have the narcissist by the balls. And I think you kind of do here. Anything they did in regards to this will with your kids and the money and all, keep it, save it, make sure you got your story straight for the attorney. Because you should be able to blow this guy out of the water. And they're all going to get nothing. And God forbid, because he's the one who's supposedly taking charge of it, somebody's going to have to pay for your mother's medical bill. And I guarantee you that's what he's trying to avoid. He's trying to cut out and you're the weak link, so it's easy to try to blame it all on you. You have to go through with it because you can't have that. Since your name is attached to the will and technically you're somehow still responsible for it, you have to make sure this gets seen through, because if you do, you are the only one with money. You can't have to be responsible for this medical bill later on down the road. Don't think your brother didn't take that into account too. When you have the narcissist by the balls, you have to crush them. Bottom line. When you got them by the balls, crush them. And that's what you have here. So thank you for your contribution. Thank you for the update. I appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you know what to do with the PayPal link in the description box. I'll have the video right back to you. This is Ollie Matthews. Thanks for watching. See you all again soon. Bye.